Certain vegetables recalled in 20 states, FDA says labeled deadly. Popular children's snacks recalled as they pose major safety risks. Still buying stuff questionable overseas? 37 large scary looking beetles found in snacks. Drink juice. A lot of juice is getting hit with heavy lawsuits as they're finding that they're ultra processed with unhealthy coatings. Whatever you do, don't eat these snack bars. Beauty products are becoming more and more risky. And sure in the heck, don't buy the discounted stuff, because I'm going to tell you why. So many crazy things sliding through the cracks out there that affect you. Really important information coming right up. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. All right, guys, I know every time I do one of these videos, probably because I'm on thin ice, you guys love the information. And for sure, you always tell me to do more of it. So here we go, risky business again. It's a small thing you can do to help this video reach more people. Where do I start? I didn't even list them all to you guys. I've got a lot, and I'm just gonna rattle through a bunch. If it goes way too long, I'll turn it into 2 videos. But let's just dive right in. Now, a study has found that in mice, aspartame triggers insulin spikes that lead to the buildup of fatty plaques in the arteries, a risk factor for heart attacks and strokes. You don't say. This article from Newsbreak: artificial sweeteners may increase heart disease risk by triggering insulin surges. You guys can easily look up this article if you want to read more, but I'll go over the bullets. Artificial sweeteners have long been used as a low-calorie alternative to sugar. Sugar, no bueno. Cheap synthetic alternative sweeteners, probably worse. Although most contain some calories, the crazy thing is they're many times sweeter than even sugar. So less is needed to give the same sweet taste in foods and drinks. And oftentimes it's way cheaper to make and put into the products, despite whether they're good for you, right? Research has associated artificial sweeteners with a number of health conditions, including gastrointestinal problems, neurological symptoms, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. It makes you wonder why they would put so much of that in what everyone eats, right? Well, now a study, I'm sure they've had this study, but it's coming out. A study has found that in mice, aspartame triggers insulin spikes and lead to the buildup of fatty plaques in the arteries, a risk factor for heart attacks and strokes. Look guys, if you're not paying attention, these are in a lot of things, and you need to know the source and the integrity of the company to make sure you're not getting the cheap garbage that'll probably give you some serious problems. And these things are widely used in baked goods, soft drinks, candy, puddings, canned foods, jams and jellies, dairy products, and many other foods and beverages, particularly those marketed as sugar-free or diet. Is that you? Now look, I know a lot of folks that think they're doing better by buying that diet soda or that 0 calorie. Question you gotta dive into is the risk worth the reward? Now, a lot of you guys you think you're doing good by going out and buying a lot of fruits and vegetables. But now if you're buying them from the store, you've got a whole gamut of things to be worried about, including this.
Of fresh fruits and veggies are important to staying healthy, but experts say harmful bacteria often found on those foods could make you really sick. Tonight, Jeremiah Jacobson explains how to choose and to freshly wash produce properly in order to keep your family safe.
It's recommended that adults eat up to 2 cups of fruit and around 3 cups of veggies every day as part of a healthy diet. But experts say you also have to keep that fresh produce safe.
Truth is that unwashed vegetables and fruits can be contaminated, not just with dirt, but also bacteria and fungi and viruses or pesticides.
Health officials say a large number of foodborne illnesses in the U.S. are due to germs on fresh produce.
Can you believe that? Going to the store, buying fruits and vegetables, and because of how they're handled through the processing, because we know they're not coming from a local farmer, that's the reason that a lot of people are getting ill, sick, cancer, and everything else?
Use fruits and veggies that aren't damaged or bruised and keep them separate from raw meat, poultry, and seafood in your shopping cart and grocery bags. The safest way to enjoy fresh produce is to cook it, but washing it in cold running water will also help.
Start with clean hands, surfaces, and utensils. Discard any damaged leaves. Rinse or rub until the surface of your produce no longer looks dirty. You should also dry anything you're not going to immediately eat before putting it away. So blot it with a dry paper towel, for example, or run it through a salad spinner.
Experts say to get fruits and veggies home and in the fridge in 2 hours or less, and store them separate from raw meat, poultry, and seafood.
Now there are exceptions. Berries, cherries, grapes, for example. To help them last longer, store them unwashed in the refrigerator and wash only when you're ready to eat.
To avoid cross-contamination, experts say always use different cutting boards for fruits and veggies than you do for raw meats, poultry, and seafood. Also, wash your cutting boards, kitchen countertops, and utensils immediately with hot soapy water before and after cutting any fruits.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's a lot of people taking all of those precautionary measures. Getting your fresh fruits and vegetables home under 2 hours and into the fridge. Look, I did another video and I talked about the poison stuff that they spray on the vegetables. When you think that it's getting sprayed and misted by water, if you missed that video, watch that one. I'll put it in the queue at the end of the video. But no, it's not getting misted with water, folks. And that brings to mind shopping local from places that have an extremely good reputation. Might be the guy down the street that you know exactly how he operates. Might be a mom and pop shop from the local farmer's market. But you guys need to pay attention on where you're buying the stuff that you need every single day. And this particularly brings to mind because we have a vegetable wash in the store that we promote that's American-made, non-toxic, and you're supporting a family-owned business. That has nothing to do with all the propaganda of those huge companies. We're talking about getting the majority of the stuff you need month to month from a company that puts people before profit. If you guys are still looking for a good option, switch with RHL.com. There'll be a link at the top of the description and the pinned comment. And that goes for snack bars. The only snack bars our kids eat are the ones from our wellness company. Otherwise, you're dealing with stuff like this.
Big recall to tell you about. 2.5 million cases of granola bars are under recall this Monday afternoon. Riverside Natural Foods is voluntarily recalling the Made Good brand granola bars due to possible metal contamination. The company said the metal could be from a small flat brush bristle used in the manufacturing process. Made Good writes that they have already received 7 complaints and at least 23 of their products are listed in the recall. Made Good products are sold by retailers in the U.S. and Canada, including at H-E-B and Walmart. If you'd like more info, go to the company's website or fda.gov.
Like I said, if you don't have a really good place to shop from, we get all of our stuff from the store with serious good credibility. Millions recalled because metal? Look, once you start selling your stuff at Walmart, think about the production that's got to go through the roof, the quality control that probably goes out the window. And you know who suffers? People like you, people like me, especially if we're not paying attention. I mean, now that we have new administration, they're kind of going after this, so pay attention because you're going to be woken up about a lot of things that supposedly before now was accepted by the people that are supposed to protect us. Interesting, right? USDA proposes ban on buying junk food with SNAP benefits. Mentioned this the other day. They're going into detail of all this garbage, soda, chips, candy, and with it costing taxpayers $94 million to take care of these people that need some help, supposedly, that claim that it's for health and nutrition. No, we're not going to let them get bigger and bigger and more unhealthy by buying all the garbage and junk food. Because it's actually a lot of us. You realize 40 million people in the United States receive SNAP benefits. People are buying cookies, pop, candy, chips, all the crazy cereal with all the crazy stuff that we're finding out that's in that now. Look, folks, we're getting healthier and smarter. Let me tell you about some more. Another reason to shop from a good company like ours and have it made fresh and sent right to your doorstep instead of sitting on a shelf. Beauty products might be a risky buy at these stores. When it comes to skincare products, especially those with active ingredients, storage and handling conditions play a crucial role in their effectiveness. Unfortunately, there's often no way to know what conditions these products were exposed to during storage or transportation before they actually reached the storefront on the shelves. We're talking about temperature issues, we're talking about longevity. How many out there, put it in the comments, are using facial care, beauty products, and ever wondered, am I actually getting the value that these expensive products are supposed to give? You might find this interesting. If you buy discounted beauty products at places like TJ Maxx, you'll want to read this. It says, have you ever wondered what the journey was for that product to get to the shelves? Off-price retailers like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross have earned a devoted following for their significantly discounted deals on clothing and accessories, home goods, and beauty products. from well-loved brands. Now look, Home Goods, Marshalls, you're gonna find me there because oftentimes you can find some really good deals and some steals on certain things. I like to get a good deal and I like to get a bargain, but be wary on the things that you buy because these treasure hunting shopping experiences have become a TikTok staple. Yeah, and I know a lot of you guys aren't on TikTok, but I plug into TikTok just to get you guys the meat and potatoes, bring you some really good stuff. And these shorts on TikTok are eating these places alive, with creators sharing haul videos that capture the thrill of discovering coveted products at a steal. And then if you're following the right people, they're going to show you about all the bad stuff, the bad process, and the results of what's really going on with you buying that discounted stuff. Recent videos show beauty lovers hunting for deals at TJ Maxx, showcasing impressive finds from lotions, sunscreen, body creams, makeup. These prices are truly impressive when you've seen how much they cost at places like Macy's or Bon Marché. Because when it comes to these care products, especially those with active ingredients, storage and handling conditions play a crucial role in their effectiveness. So yeah, you think you're getting all this fancy stuff, might not even be effective anymore. Question of storage, transportation, reaching the shelves. There's proof. According to cosmetic chemists and licensed estheticians, something to do with probably skincare and makeup, the big shot. Sensitive actives like vitamin C, retinoids, and chemical sunscreen filters are particularly vulnerable to heat, light, and humidity, which they can be degraded and destabilized, which, when it comes to you, it increases the skin irritation and shortens the product's shelf life. And here you are thinking you're getting top shelf stuff for half the price, and it might be more of an irritant. Read further down, when they're exposed to light and all this other stuff, there are many ingredients used in skincare products that are considered volatile or unstable, and in many cases exposure to the air make these ingredients less effective over time. Goes all the way across the board. Even mascara products with wand applicators such as mascara, gloss, concealers. Look guys, if this doesn't apply to you, it's still good to know. It's knowledge. These have a higher risk of contamination since the applicator comes into direct contact with the skin, potentially introducing bacteria and other microbes. Yeah, not good. These vulnerabilities increase the risk of bacterial and microbial growth, which can compromise product safety and effectiveness. Look, I could go on and on. It keeps on going into major detail. That's why you folks, whether it's our company or another one, buy from a trusted source where they're gonna be using the best ingredients that most of these stores can't even afford anymore because they just got way too many layers of people to pay off on where they're getting it made because they're probably sourcing it from India, China, or who knows where. Then you got advertising and everything else in between before it even gets to the shelf and into your house. And you wanna know what? People are learning, people are paying attention, people are finding out about all these toxic things in a lot of this healthcare, beauty products, food. Estee Lauder, parent company to Mac and other brands to cut thousands of jobs. It says right here, the New York company behind such brands like Mac and La Mer and Aveda tempered profit outlook as economies of China and Korea slow, in addition to global geopolitical uncertainty. Do you guys realize that half of that stuff comes from China or another country? This day and age, that gives me a little bit of uncertainty. Let's switch back to food and groceries. You go to a site like this called About Lawsuits. Welch's Fruit and Yogurt class action lawsuit filed over ultra-processed unhealthy coating. That's what I'm saying. Most people think that they're getting something healthy, and it's just become far from that these days. You guys can dive into that one if you want to, but check this out. 37 live giant beetles found inside Japanese snack packets at LAX. Guys, those are some big, scary looking beetles that looks like they've got like prehistoric chompers on them. At least 37 giant live beetles, measuring 4 to 5 inches, have been found and concealed inside of multiple packages of Japanese snacks, potato chips, and chocolate, as Los Angeles International Airport authorities said. Can you imagine opening your bag of chips and finding a 5-inch beetle with like horns and like chompers on them? All right, let's get gross real quick. Boom. Zoom up. Not good finding that in your food. And then you're thinking, how could live critters, bugs like this, get across into our United States? I'm telling you, the whole thing's falling apart. All right, guys, hard pause. I know this video is gonna go long because I got a lot more juicy stuff to show you. I haven't even got to the good stuff. So I'll go ahead and make this, I haven't done this before, make it a 2-part video. But we'll do part 1 today and part 2 tomorrow. If your notification bell is not on, please turn it on right now. That way you're notified tomorrow as we keep going and diving into more and more of this stuff. Again, remember, switch with RHL.com if you're looking for a good alternative for the regular consumer products you buy every single month. So yeah, that means you're spending the same money, you're just switching stores. Again, please share this out. More and more people need to know what's really going on. Pay attention, keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.